my name is Danica. This week we're going to do 3 one-pot dinners. These dinners are great for weeknights because you only have 1 pot to clean. Makes my husband very happy at least. He does the dishes, not me. Okay, so tonight it is a cold night, so we're going to do a soup. I'm doing a minestrone soup. This soup is amazing for a cold night. It puts loads of veggies in. So let's get into the ingredients so we can get over to this pot over here. Let's go. Okay, there's potatoes. I'm going to use sweet Italian sausage, but if you want to make this a vegetarian dish or a vegan dish, omit the sausage. But I'm going to do this for some extra protein. I got some ditalini pasta. I got some frozen mixed veggies. I got some yellow squash, zucchini, bell pepper. I got some broccoli and cauliflower. I got onion. I've got a Parmesan rind. I got some seasonings, which I will go over in a second here. I got some garlic. We all know it's going to be lots of garlic. I got some cannellini beans. I got some red kidney beans, some tomato paste. I got tomato sauce. This is actually a fire roasted tomato sauce. And I got some chicken base and some water. So let's go. We're going to go over the seasoning. We got some pepper. I got some paprika. I got bay leaf. My husband loves chomping on this. I got some tarragon, Italian seasoning, and of course my favorite seasoning, salt. So we'll heat up the stove and we're going to get to it. Okay, we're back. We're going to do we're going to saute up all our veggies, get all the flavor that we can possibly get for them. I'm also going to add I'm going to add the sausage here too. I'm just going to add everything in here. Easy, easy, easy. I'm frying that up. This thing is like the best invention anybody's ever came up with. I can leave a link to this down below. This thing is so useful. You can use it on chicken if you want to shred chicken, beef. It's just completely useful. And if you can find bulk sausage, it would work a lot better. I just have the sausage in the casing, which is fine. It works. Again, you don't have to use meat at all. You can omit the chicken broth and use vegetable broth. You can omit the cheese and just go vegan. So many options. Change out the veggies. Add, subtract. Do as you please. Make this soup yours, because that's the name of the game. All right, all right. I'm gonna add zucchini. Some squash. I'm going to throw in the seasonings. Now is always the best time to throw in seasonings because it will, the oils at the bottom of the pan will help them bloom, which lends them a lot more flavor, which is great because a flavorful dish is the best kind of dish. All right. I'm going to add the peppers. This dish takes about 20-25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes the most. So it's a nice, easy dish for a weeknight dinner. We live up in upstate New York, and it's always raining and cold. So soups are a staple for the winter. I'm going to throw the broccoli in. I'm going to scooch stuff to the side. I am going to add a couple big tablespoons of tomato paste. Cook down the tomato paste in the dish before. Don't just add, like cook it down, because it will add again. Give it a depth of flavor that just can't be beat. So definitely do that. Actually, I should have probably done that before I added all these veggies, but that's perfectly fine. I'm not a perfectionist. I just do as I please. I don't follow any set recipe. I just go where I think I should go with it. Adding some garlic. I'm gonna add some potatoes. This is a veggie loaded dish. I'm gonna add beans. Tomatoes. I am gonna add some of this water to this tomato can just so I can get the rest of the tomatoes out. And I'm gonna add some more water. Alrighty, stir it up. I might actually need to add even more water because it looks like I'm gonna need more soupy to make up soup, but definitely gotta add more water. I added about 3 cups of water. What we're gonna do is bring this up to a boil. I have enough soup to put in the freezer, which is great. Love to have freezer soup. My husband likes freezer soup because he likes to eat that for lunches and stuff. He'll eat on this all week long. That's for sure. This is a Parmesan cheese rind. When you get Parmesan, get the cheese ones with a rind, because this adds insane amount of flavor. You just shove it down right in. We got a bay leaf that can go in, and then lots of salt because we got some lots of veggies that are going on in here. Lots of salt and lots of pepper. I gotta get some more ground black pepper eventually here, but this works. All right, we're gonna bring this to a boil, and we're gonna once this comes to a boil, we'll add the pasta, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're adding it back. Okay, so I already added pasta in there. I'm just waiting for it to cook up. I'm gonna add some frozen veggies, because we need more vegetables, right? So I'm gonna add those. I didn't add them in the beginning because they would have just got really soggy. Now all we're gonna do is just wait for it all to come together, and then we'll plate up. I'll see you in a bit. Soup is done. We're gonna put some in a bowl. We're gonna enjoy. And then next time we see you, we're gonna have another one pot dish. Have a good night. Welcome back. Tonight is night 2 of our one pot dinners. Tonight we're doing a taco pasta. If you can hear over here, I'm already starting up the ground chicken. We're using ground chicken tonight. So we know we got ground chicken. Let's go over the rest of the ingredients that we're going to need for this dinner tonight. Okay, so what we're going to need for tonight's dinner is we got some milk, salsa, tomato paste, rotel, chicken base, processed cheese. You do not have to use processed cheese if you do not like it. Pasta shells, water, peppers and onions, and 2 types of cheeses here. I got cheddar and creamy jack, and Worcestershire sauce. I also got some seasonings. I got my seasoning salt that I always use and some taco seasoning. We're going to go over to the stove and we're going to finish up what we're starting over there with the ground chicken. Okay, so now we're going to do is add some seasonings. I'm going to liberally season the meat with the taco seasoning. Right, then we're also going to do it with the salt. Alrighty, we're gonna get that all stirred up till we can start smelling the seasonings, which won't take long at all. It will help bloom them, which will add significant amount of flavor. Alright, we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna, alright, there we got that going. I'm gonna scooch those all to the side and turn up the heat a little bit. I'm gonna add some the peppers and onions. Those are going. Cook those until they're soft and tender. And once we get to that point, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm adding some tomato paste. Tomato paste, I'm going to add it now. What we're going to do is toast it up, which will add a deep, dark, delicious taste to the tomato paste, which will add even more flavor to the dish. So we're going to do that. Get that moving and grooving. All right, next thing we're going to add is salsa. I just got some leftover salsa in there, so we're just using that up. I'm going to also add the rotel. We're going to add some chicken base. If you were using beef, or if you were using a ground beef, you would use a beef base instead. If you were going to go vegetarian, obviously you'd use some veggie stock or base if they have it. So we're going to do that. Alrighty. Get that all combined. I also added a good whopping tablespoon, okay, maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic. We all know we love lots and lots of garlic here. Like they say with garlic, measure with your heart. Alrighty. What we're going to do is we're going to add a cup of water. And a cup of milk. And then I'm using about a cup of these shells. Once this comes up to a simmer, we're going to put the shells in. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm adding the Velveeta. Again, I mentioned earlier, you do not have to use Velveeta. However, I don't think it would turn out the same without it, but you do you. And I am just going to use the Velveeta anyway. All right, while we are waiting that, we're going to melt this down. And then once the pasta is about ready, we'll add the rest of the cheese and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm adding the rest of the cheese. I'm adding it right on top here. And what we're going to do is put the lid on. And it's going to help melt down. And when we get done here, and when the pasta is completely done, we will move to plating. We'll see you then. Dinner is served. We got some cheesy, delicious pasta. I am starving. My husband is starving. So we're going to plate up. I'm going to top it off with some sour cream. And we're going to have dinner tonight. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Have a good night. Wait, tonight is night 3 of our one pot dinners. Tonight we're gonna have a lemon yogurt dish. So let's go over the ingredients so we can get into this. Again, don't mind the dog, he just wants his toy. Okay, so in here I got some chicken thighs, and in the chicken thighs I have some Greek yogurt, some seasonings. I have a Mediterranean seasoning and sea salt, some lemon juice, and honey. So I let this marinate for about 30 minutes. Over in here, we got some potatoes. We're going to season the potatoes with some rosemary, sage, and some lemon pepper. So this is going to be a quick, easy dinner. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on the potatoes first. We're going to add some olive oil to the potatoes. We're going to add the lemon pepper, a good liberal amount. And we're also going to add the rosemary sage seasoning. Again, liberal amounts. Don't be shy. We're going to mix these all up so they're nice and coated. I do have the oven at 400 degrees. Okay, so we seasoned the potatoes. I did preheat the oven to 400 degrees. We're going to add our chicken here. We're going to add it right on top of the potatoes. We're going to add the chicken right on top of the potatoes, which will help the juices of the chicken will go down into the potatoes, which just make it nice and delicious. Marinating chicken in Greek yogurt actually tenderizes it like really, really well. And it makes for a really juicy and tender chicken. I'm just going to add that marinade right in there. Alrighty, so we got that all in there. Now I got some sliced lemons. I got about 4 of them. I'm going to put them right on top of the chicken. I'm using a brazier pan. You can use a sheet pan, but I'm using this so it collects all the juices in here. I'm going to do is put a lid on this chicken on this dish, and we'll go from there. Don't mind the old oven. It came with a house. Actually works like quite the champ though. We're gonna stick our dinner right inside, and we're gonna let it cook or bake for about 30-35 minutes, or until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 165. Okay, so I took off the lid and I'm broiling it now for about 5-10 minutes here. And then so it gets nice and dark on top, and it caramelizes the lemons that are sitting on top. And once that is done, we'll be ready to plate up. All right, this is what it came out to look like. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to dig in. If you like this video and if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe. like, and share. Have a wonderful week.